Hello again, sausages. Look at this behind me, where I am. Green and pleasant land. Alright, there's a few goalposts down there, but still. Here, behind me, there's woodland. Untouched, unmolested. It is green and pleasant. England's green and pleasant land. Britain's countryside is beautiful. And it really is pleasant. And as a Welshman, I am a descendant of the natives of this island. And I recognise that this countryside is something I've inherited, and it's special. It means a lot to me, it really does. I remember when I came back from leave after, I think it was Optelic 4, I think. Anyway, I was in Iraq, I'd been there for a couple of months, and it was just brown, beige desert. It was horrible. I know it's someone's home, but it's not where I come from. I'm unfamiliar with it. But I remember coming back to Aldershot, and then my car was at my girlfriend's house at the time in Farnham in Surrey, and I had to walk there, and it was one of the most pleasant walks I've ever had in my life. Green trees everywhere. It was the middle of summer, and then I went to a pub in Farnham, and I was in my desert uniform, and I asked for a pint of lager, which is what we drank back then, because we had no taste, we were just squatties. Anything cold and fizzy and made us dizzy was a bonus. So I asked for a pint of Foster's, and he gave it to me, and he said it was on the house, because I was a squatty, and I'd clearly been to Iraq. I was like tanned, I really was tanned, I had long hair and everything. And it made me realise just what a lovely place Britain is, and I don't want it changed, I really don't. That's not a racist concept at all. It's just a preservation of one's culture. We do have a culture. Everyone else is allowed to preserve theirs, and we're not allowed to slag it off. But ours, it's like open season, isn't it? And it's a shame. Imagine losing all of this. Beautiful. I mean, it's not even summer yet. And when it's the summer, it really stands out. Our forests, our meadows, our fields. I couldn't live anywhere else. I really couldn't. I am in love with the British countryside, and we have to preserve it. But sadly, the powers that be, the establishment, woke and otherwise, they are building stuff on it, housing. They're building on our green belt, and it's mainly, I believe, to accommodate migrants. I haven't got a problem with migration, as long as you are who Britain needs. You're a good boy or girl. You adapt, you integrate, you behave, and you just do your thing. You either keep to yourself, don't bother anyone, or you become part of us. When in Rome, that old saying. However, some of them don't, do they? And that's the problem. It's a massive, massive problem, and they don't help themselves, they really don't. And then people become resentful, and then the wokey-cokies who will defend them to the hilt but not truly understand, they will then attack us, and we're the bad guys. Now, I believe the figure was 1,400 illegal migrants landed on our south coast last week. 1,400, where are they? The government has started sending people to Rwanda. The thing is, they're paying Rwanda for board and lodgings for a number of years, and we're getting people back from Rwanda. So the Rwanda plan is utter bollocks. It really is. It doesn't benefit us whatsoever, and it's not that much of a deterrent as the numbers last week I've just told you will testify. Now, sadly, a little kiddie died in the channel, drowned, coming over. And I don't care who you are, what your belief system is, your bigotry has to chuck it out the window if a kiddie dies or in danger. What's a kid ever done, really? What have they ever done? They're innocents. They just go where their parents tell them to. They didn't make that choice to cross several safe countries, to go onto a dangerous dinghy and make that dangerous journey across the channel. They didn't make that choice, it was the parents' choice. So why the hell are the mainstream media trying to make us feel guilty? There are legal routes into this country. Migrants do it all the time. They do it legally. So if they can pay thousands and thousands of euros to illegal migrant gangs, why not do it for a visa? What's wrong with that? We shouldn't feel guilty about that little kiddie drowning, however tragic it is. That was the situation. That kid was put there by its parent. Didn't have to do it. Nobody made them. They had a choice. It was his choice, her father. No one else. There are safe routes here. So, you know, the mainstream media using it to guilt trip us into accepting illegal migration is just wrong. And that kiddie's blood, many others, are on the hands of the Refugees Welcome Law, the woke establishment, people like the Irish government who are ferrying them over, giving them everything on a place when they land there. The Welsh government, the woke Welsh government, wanting Wales to become a sanctuary nation, and therefore advertising this place as a land of milk and honey. I don't blame them. I really don't blame them, but they need to understand they're coming from a place where their culture is completely alien to here. Our weather system is alien. A lot of them are complaining about the weather. They just see the pound signs, the free benefits, free housing, free healthcare, free travel even, free cash, which is way more than some people who have lived here all their lives, born here, born and bred, worked, fallen on hard times, and the woke establishment, the government, they just completely ignore them, don't they? And that's where the other resentfulness comes from. Really, it really does. So there we go. Now, I don't know where they came from, but they came from the Middle East, obviously, and they crossed several safe countries to get here and crossed the Channel waterway, which is one of the most dangerous bodies of water in the world. It's really fast flowing in a little rickety dinghy. Would you put your kid into that situation? I wouldn't. I'm a father, I'm a parent. I wouldn't dream of it. I really wouldn't dream of it. I mean, there's got to be opportunities and stuff in mainland Europe, hasn't there? Is Europe at war? Is the EU at civil war with itself? Is it that bad over in France, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Spain? Is it really that bad there? No, it isn't. It really isn't. The father made a bad choice and his daughter paid for it with her life. Sad reality of it. And there we go. And there's got to be more. As long as we advertise this country, this island, as a place of milk and honey, land of milk and honey, then they'll keep it coming. As long as we're advertising Britain as a place where you get free benefits and everything that comes with it, they'll keep it coming. And if they keep it coming, they'll keep it dying, won't they? And that's the sad truth. And there we go. I'm past 49. Thanks for listening. And until the next time, Roger Trout.